Hello and a very warm welcome to Al Amirat Cricket Ground in Oman. We are all in readiness for the fan code Oman D10 League. Visuals are coming to you live from Al Amirat Ground in Oman. It is the first game of fan code Oman D10 League. It's the Darsait Titans. They are up against Azaiba 11. And in the com box, I've been joined by my fellow commentator. Good to see you here and hope you're doing well in Oman.
Thank you very much, Numan. It's been a great day out here, fantastic weather, and good evening to all our viewers. So the first game is always a special one. We are at Oman Cricket Academy. This is fantastic ground to play. Well, we've been watching over the years. This is the season 2 of this D10, pardon me, and this is going to be the Clash 1, which is lined up. And talking about the center of the wicket, I've just been around there looking at the ground and the wicket. Looked so nice. We have got a special day for this called Oman Cricket Academy, where we'll have this 10 overs contest, 4 games lined up for today. And what else you can ask the captain Zishan, who's leading the team Darsait Titans, and Saghir Ahmed, who's leading the side Azaiba 11. So these are the 4 games which has been lined up here today.
The first game would be played between the Darsait Titan and Azaiba 11. And second up we have is the Gubra Giants. They'll be up against the Bosher Busters. The third game of the day will be between Khuair Warriors and Ruby Rangers. And the last game of the day, that'll be played between the Darsait Titans and Azaiba 11. So we are all in readiness for some exciting cricketing contest throughout the day. And talking about the contest, we are all in readiness for the pitch report first. And we'll be over to our fellow commentator Shoaib Ahmed, who's out there with the pitch report.
Beautiful, the picturesque Al Amirat Cricket Stadium, and well, it is just perfect playing conditions for a game of T10 cricket. Now, let's quickly look at the pitch, but before that, the weather, like I said, is 31 degrees Celsius, and the temperatures might dip as the day progresses. Looks like a very good batting wicket. It's hard, and just to give you an idea, really nice and hard wicket, and we know for a fact that this wicket gives a lot of runs to the batters, especially if they can exploit the power play overs. Now, if I'm the captain and if I win the toss, just because it's a new, different format, I'd like to win the toss and bowl first.
That was Shoaib Ahmed earlier on with the pitch report, and this looks an absolute belter. We are all set for some good runs, and there's something in for the bowlers as well.
Well, definitely, this is great to have something for the bowlers as well. That is the wicket. I think looking at the pitch center, and as Shoaib has given his analysis, so I think anything above 100 is a safe target and difficult to chase down, especially at this ground where you have the bowlers will have the ball would also skidder early, and then you might get a little bit turn for the spinners. So I think a lot for the spinners have a role to play in today, Noman.
Yes, exactly. And talking about the pitch, just look at the surface there, the way this pitch has all the perches for the batters and the bowlers as well. So this is going to be an even contest between both of the teams which are playing. Have a look at this wicket. This looks a very solid surface. There's a slight grass at the surface, so which means that both bowlers and the batters, they'll have a lot of perches from the surface.
And they'll have 4 games back to back. So just mind you, as the day progresses, this wicket will get slightly in favor of the batters. It will get flatter and flatter. So the early purchase is all important there for the bowlers. As much as you get more, 10 overs game does not really make a lot of difference in the toss. Yeah, you bat first or you bowl first. But again, it's all about the strategy that you plan in those 10 overs time.
So talking about the strategy, let's head over to Neil, who is out there with the captains for the toss.
All-important toss of match number 1 of Fan Code presents the Oman D10. I have the men who matter the most right here in the center. the skipper of Darsait Titans, Zishan Maksud. Right in the center is our umpire, Mr. Balasubramaniam. And on my extreme left is the skipper of Azaiba 11, Sagir Ahmed. The umpire has the coin. He's given it to Zishan. Number is a call.
It's Kanjar.
Kanjar. So it's Zishan who's won the toss. Zishan, congratulations. What's the decision first up?
Yeah, thank you. We are going to bat first.
That's a surprising call. A new wicket, a new format, and you decide to bat first. How come?
Yeah, because it's looked a good track. It's good if you put good total on on the board, and we have a good bowling attack and plenty of good spinners, so we can defend that.
You know, whenever a new season starts, there is a lot of excitement, but there is a little bit of rustiness amongst the players too. Are your players all prepared for this big season?
Yeah, definitely. But because they are all new, we have a bunch of players. They are just joined in, in this team. So definitely, we are looking forward to, to them to play better and perform for the team. So definitely, they are young. They are, quick, and they are on the doors. So we're looking forward to them.
Yeah, I heard a few of them call you Bhaiya, Bhaiya. I could understand that there are some kids who have come in, Zishan. All the best and go well.
Thank you very much.
Sagir didn't win the toss, but अगर toss जीते तो क्या करते आप?
मेरा भी यही प्लान था कि टॉस जीतकर बॉलिंग करेंगे।
ओके। तो बैटिंग बॉलिंग करने का आपका डिसीजन था और आपको वही मिला है, तो आपके टीम में तो बिल्कुल खुशी होगी, बट आप बताएं टीम की कॉम्पोजिशन क्या है?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बहुत अच्छी टीम है और टॉस जीतकर दूसरी टीम ने बैटिंग किया। हमारा यही कोशिश होता है इंशाल्लाह 100 से पहले इंशाल्लाह आउट करें।
ज़िशान की टीम आपको पता है एक अच्छी टीम है, सॉलिड टीम है, कितने पैर रोकना चाहेंगे उसे?
लोगों का अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अच्छा टीम है, लेकिन हमारे बॉलर भी अच्छे हैं, अच्छा मैच होगा इंशाल्लाह।
चलिए, ऑल द बेस्ट, हमें एक अच्छा गेम देगा। All right, so the news from the center is that Zishan Maksud, Darsait Titans have won the toss and they're going to bat first.
That was Neil out there with the toss, and the news from the center is that the Darsait Titans, they have won the toss. They have opted to bat first. Talking about the both teams, Sagir Ahmed from Azaiba 11, he was saying that he would have opted to ball first if he would have won the toss.
Well, I think if you see, it is clearly the strategy where Zishan Maksud has gone on the strategy and the strength of his team rather than the game strategy, because he's relying a lot on his spin department, as he mentioned earlier, where you see the Azaiba captain, Mr. Sagir, he opted that he wanted to bowl first. So yes, I think it's a I think it's a win-win situation for both the captains out there. They wanted what they got, and I think it's a perfect deal. There you go. The umpire's out. The action is about to begin. Finally, the wait is over.
So Abid Ibrahim, talking about both of these sides, you have seen the surface and you have analyzed the situation. We're talking about boundaries. We have around 55 to 65 meters from either side on the ground. So the Darsait Titans, they are batting first. What exact total would you think that they're going to put on the board?
Well, I think looking at that, the wicket, yes, I said it's slightly difficult for the batters to bat early in the day, because the wicket will have a little bit of a moisture, and definitely it will have and will play its part. So I think if they score around 100 or 90 runs in the first 10 overs, I think that would be the par total, to score anything close to 100.
That's understandable. Anything close to 100, but my take would be go at 120 or 130. At least target the score. That will give your bowlers a little bit of breather so that they can go on and defend that. So this is going to be an interesting battle. Darsait Titans up against the Azaiba 11. So the visuals are coming to you live from Al Amirat Cricket Ground in Oman.
Yeah, that's the playing 11 for both the sides. Well, on to your left, it's the Darsait Titans, where you have Khurram Nawaz Khan, Ghazanfar Iqbal, Zishan Maksud, the captain, the famous captain, Abbas Khan, Ubaidullah, Jalil Mohammad, Karan Kanan, Mujib Jalgonkar, Sheikh Sahil Muhammad Ishtiaq, Muhammad Yusuf, Khalid Ahmed Mansoor.
Yeah, and talking about Azaiba 11, they have Jasim Ilahi, Rao Vakar, Muhammad Imran, Hamal Abdul Wahab, Wasim Akhtar, Muhammad Akil, Mansoor Ali, Yasir Dur, Captain Sagir Ahmed, Mehdi Hassan and Sufyan Yusuf.
Yeah, so this is the perfect day and where the teams have taken the ground. It seems to be the first over would be coming in from the commentary box end. So yeah, a lot depends on the power play. The two batters out there, walking in is Ghazanfar alongside captain Zishan Maqsood. So I think a lot will depend on the first power play. The more they capitalize, as you said, 120. If you're aiming to score 120 runs, you need to capitalize those first power play overs. You need to go hard. You need to get some runs. You need to find the boundaries. That is what this game is all about. The first power play depends a lot on these two openers who have just making their way into the middle.
2 hours of power play, and both of these batters, they need to utilize these 2 overs, get maximum on the board in the first 2 overs. Remember, in the power play you need to have only 2 fielders outside the circle.
Yeah, that's Ghazanfar has come into bat, and it seems he'll be on a strike against Muhammad Imran. Coming here from the commentary box end. I think he's changed his jersey number from 14 to 15. I think last year he had a jersey number 14. So there you go. The first ball.
Bit of swing on offer. Trying to heave that one across the line over mid-wicket, but could not make a connection to that. So a good start, nevertheless, for Azaiba.
Yeah, the intentions were very clear from the action. The first ball, Ghazanfar wanted to go hard at it. So Mohammad Imran, look at that. That bowling action, I'm sure, reminds you a lot of jersey number 14, the Pindi Express. He's got a similar kind of run-up as well. He's coming a long way behind these 30-yard circles, so big run-up. A big swing on the onside. That's gone into the boundary. Five runs that would be given as not an ideal start for Imran.
So no width was offer and a wide one. Keeper could not gather that one distance. Rolled across the fine leg fence for a boundary.
Yeah, he's got the pace. Only need to get the line and the length.
Fuller one this time. Driven straight down the ground. Will the fielder at Tongan would cut it off. That's a good fielding effort. And got to wait and see. Both of these batters will ample across for 2 runs.
Well, yeah, he's done well. He's saved certainly 2 runs for the team. It's the captain. He's run a lot hard there. That was hit straight. And that was running. That was going towards the fence. A good piece of fielding there from Sagir. So Imran has got the perfect bowl to bowl in that you don't expect the new bowler to bowl this Yorker length. It's hard to pick.
Once again, big heave across the line. Loud shout from the bowler. Wicket number 1 for Imran.
Well deserving one. Trapped right in front. That was plump. The captain must be delighted with Imran. That was the wicket they were looking for. The first blood has been drawn from Azaiba 11. It's Muhammad Imran. That's right into the center.
Good start this from Imran. He's just living up to the reputation of his action. A wicket first up in the power play, and that too in the very first over.
That's what the captain was looking from this young man, Muhammad Imran. The ball just nipped in a little bit. As we were mentioning, we were talking about this wicket is helping the bowlers. And just like that, you see the back of Ghazanfar Iqbal. Didn't do much, only scored 2 runs of 3 deliveries. That's their first wicket, going down on 7 runs for Darsait Titans.
Next in is the skipper for Darsait Titans. Zishan Maqsood is also captain the Oman national side. Abid losing a wicket in the first over, always difficult for a side, especially in the first game of the tournament. In the power play, you have lost the first wicket in the first over. So not a lot of time for the batters to come in and to settle in a T10 format game.
Yeah, but that's a 10 overs game that you expect these things to take place and happens at 6 games with the average of 28. The captain is out there in the center. He on strike.
Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. Beats past the outside edge. Good start from Imran. He's getting a little movement off the surface as well.
Yeah, he's been bowling well, threatening the batters. He's got the wicket. So the moment you give the fast bowlers chance to take the wicket, yeah, that was the ball going across the line. I think that was the error from Ghazanfar Iqbal, that he chose to go across the line to the straight delivery from Imran. Just ball nipped in a little bit. That was pitching in line, hitting the stumps as well, impact in line.
Fuller delivery played with the straight bat. Good running between the wickets from both of these batters. And apart from utilizing the power play, hitting boundaries every now and then, you need to grab the singles early on as well.
Yeah, off the mark with the single there, straight down the ground. That was a good ploy that you need to see. The moment bowler gets a wicket, he's charged, he's pumped in, he's bowling well, he's got the pace, he's a lot into the rhythm. So the best way to tackle him is just to get away by taking singles and let the next over come in. Well, Khurram has been out there, but haven't faced a lot.
Good change up this, and that's given us no ball by the umpire. So Imran, following a good over, he has overstepped on the last delivery of the over.
Well, one more good delivery could have got this over done and dusted pretty well. It's just overstepping the line, and you know the next move is a free hit. Well, let's have a look at there. Well, this angle tells us, you can see that he was well over the line there. He's working on the run-up. He's just slightly shortened his run-up just now before so final delivery is a free hit.
Free hit. Good comeback this from Imran. This was a slightly fuller delivery. Good pace on offer. So single to finish the first over. Both teams would definitely take the start they got.
They've got the first over done. It's not a bad start at all for both the teams. 11 for 1 at the end of first.
Mansoor, he'll operate from the far end. He's just left that very well alone, Zishan Maqsood.
Well, if you've just noticed, Numan, that ball was just straightened up after pitching. So I think if he hits the right areas, slightly fuller and in the line, he might trouble the captain.
Outside the line of off stump, that's a very tempting line. Being a batter, you'd always have sort of a mindset that you'll attack the delivery, everything which is outside the line of off stump. Some interesting field set for Mansoor. It's again trying to hit that across the line towards mid-wicket. Could not make any connection on that. So Zishan Maqsood has eaten up 5 deliveries, only scored 1 run.
Well, let me tell you, the dot bowls in this format of the game is a gold dust. So he's got 2 dot bowls back to back up against this man, the captain, Zishan Maqsood, who's struggling to find the boundaries. He's faced 5 deliveries, scored just 1 run. So yes, that's something would be clicking on his mind. The next ball, you need to hit it for the boundary at least. And extras has a big role to play in that. That 5 runs given by Imran.
Oh, short delivery. Good bouncer this from Mansoor. A very good start to his spell there. Zishan Maqsood wondering, looking at the umpire.
Look at that. He was least expecting the bouncer, Zishan. It's a very good move from Mansoor. He's pulled the length back. He's pulled that bouncer. Let me tell you, if the batter was ready for something like that, that would have been gone, because Mansoor is not amongst the quickest. It could have been an easy pick to hit him over the square for the shorter length, but yeah, he's done well, deceived Zishan.
Fuller delivery this time. Good change of length, and could only allow both of these batters to take a single. Khurram Khan is the new batter at the wicket. So I'll be talking about the mindset of both of these batters. You have lost a wicket early on, and this is a rebuilding phase. But as we mentioned before, in the T10 format, you just need to go right from the word go. There's no settling in for any batters. You just need to attack straight away.
Well, I think the strategy backfired here. They were relying a lot on Ghazan for Iqbal. I reckon that he was looking to hit from the ball 1, and then he's lost in terms of trying to get some runs.
Good change up this time. It's again drop and run. This is a strategy we have been seeing from the Darsait Titans.
Well, a lot will depend from these two batters, because they have taken a little time there. 13 runs on 1.5, slightly not the enough runs considering the power play. Will not have a lot of luxury of having all the fielders inside apart from 2. So you need to attack a little bit. Maybe a boundary here will settle the nerves. Mansoor has bowled excellent here. Final delivery.
It's again driven out to fielder at point. So a dot ball to finish the over number 2. The Titans 13 for the loss of 1 wicket. Darsait Titans, they won the toss. Opted to bat first. Not a great start up till now. But they have some good batters in their ranks. So we might expect some fireworks at the later phase of the innings. The power play is done and dusted.
Well, a move here to take Mohammad Imran out of the attack, bringing in Jasim. Jasim Lahi will be bowling the third over. So I think that's a good move. You conceiving, trying to save your premier spearhead bowler for the later overs. So it's always a good move to play.
Once again, brilliant start. Seems like the wicket is favouring the bowlers. We have seen the surface earlier on. There was a slight grass on the surface. We mentioned before that we have 4 games in a day.
Well, yes, the wicket is playing its part, but I think talking about when Neil Ojha was there at the toss, he was talking to the captains. The point he made it out that these players are a little rusty. So yeah, it's a first game. They'll be a little rusty. They'll need a little time to start.
It's a good delivery once again. Moved. It was on about 5th, 6th stump channel. It moved away from the batter. Wide given by the umpire.
Could be a good ball in the death overs. Yeah, that was just swinging away. The ball is still new. So there is some movement from Jasim. Oh, has he got him? Has he got him? Yes, he does. That's gone. Wicket number 2 down. Got behind.
Well, that's a reward of some consistent bowling. He's been hitting the same channels. Wicket number 2. And have a look at that. Outside the line of off stump. Chasing that. Tempting line. Looking to drive through the offside. Has found the nick. And Khurram would have to walk back to the hut. This is wicket number 2. Darsait Titans are struggling at the moment. Well, it seems like the rusty patch it has been following the Darsait Titans. They lost 2 wickets early on. Not some handsome runs on the board.
Well, they've been clearly struggling a lot. We've been talking about the power play that they need to capitalize on. Even Shoaib spoke about the power plays. So we've been speaking about power play need to be utilized. So I think that's not being utilized here by Darsait. Again, bowling a lot wide there and then moving ball away.
He has a number of fielders on the offside. Have a look at that. This one was outside the line of arc. I'm chasing that. Width was on offer. The shot was there. The drive was there. But a very expensive drive. Good catch by the wicket keeper.
You had to play your shots. The runs were not coming, but this time straight to the fielder. Only a single they'll need to settle in with.
Talking about the consistency in the lengths and the lines, in bowling right across that outside off-stump channel, the best thing is that he's following his field plans. He had 2 fielders on the offside, patrolling that cover, an extra cover fence.
Well, not anymore, Noman, because for the left-hander, he's got 2 man out, which is 1 long on and the mid-wicket. Oh, what a beautiful delivery. What a moment this is for Jasim. He's got the 2nd wicket, and this one also goes caught behind. The plan is working pretty well.
This is brilliant bowling from Jasim. And he's got the big one. The captain, Zishan Maqsood, is taking a slow walk back to the hut. Reward of some consistent bowling. Have a look at that. This one moved across, slide outside edge. Brilliant catch from the wicket keeper. And have a look at the jubilation. Wicket number 3. Captain walks back to the hut.
So at the end of, still this over is going on, 16 for 3. There's a lot trouble for Darsait Titans there. They lost their captain who was struggling to get some runs. Yes, he was rusty, and that clearly been shown that. This time, for the left-hander, slightly movement of the deck, that late swing surprised Zishan Maqsood. And what a beautiful take it was by the keeper behind the stumps. So 16 for 3.
Brilliant delivery. Once again, the same channel, the same line, outside the line of off stump. The good pace to Jasim. He's been brilliant with his line and length throughout this over. In fact, not only Jasim, but all the bowlers that have been used by the Darsait, by Azaiba, against the Darsait Titans, they've been brilliant.
Good delivery to negotiate the final one. It's been a brilliant over of just 3 runs and 2 wickets. What a over this has turned out to be.
So you can download the O-Taxi app. I need to ask Abid, you moved from hotel to the ground. Did you take the O-Taxi?
Oh yes, it's not my first time coming to this beautiful part of the world, Oman, and whenever I came and had my visit here, I had always opted to use O-Taxi. It's very convenient. So Hamal to bowl the 4th over. The spin has already been introduced.
Ah, that's a big shot. Chance for the fielder. That has gone over his head. A huge 6. This time from Abbas Khan.
Well, the first maximum. As if they were just waiting for the spinners to chip in. At the moment Hamal came in to bowl that left arm tweak, that was an arm ball. And that's a good bye send off from the batter. Long way for that mighty 6.
Down the leg side, given as wide by the umpire. That was the first 6 of the tournament. The fan code Oman D10 League. You might have some 5 to 6 dozens more to come. This time drilled down to the fielder at long on, and he has dropped it. He has spilled the chance.
Well, there is no one else to blame. It's captain himself. It's supposed to be a simple catch. He's not just dropped the catch, but conceded a 6 runs. Bowler always needs a support. You need to support the bowler. He wasn't aware about the rope behind him.
Hamal, you've been taken under pressure from Abbas Khan. Cut, and cut handsomely. That's a brilliant stop. Brilliant fielding effort. So a drop catch followed by some brilliant piece of fielding inside the circle.
Yeah, he saved 4 runs for the team. I think this time ball was just got extra bounce and a lovely fielding there. This is what I think Hamal need to do. He need to get and find the right patch where he can get the extra bounce.
Cut and cut handsomely out to the fielder. Seems like you are satisfied with the plan. 2 sixes in the over, then a couple of singles. Some easy peasy batting this for the Darsait Titans.
Well, as we all want to see a good total so that we have a game out of it. So yeah, this time.
Or some appeal from the fielders. Gotta wait for the umpire signal. The batsman, he hurried back to his crease. It seems like the umpires, are they going to consult themselves or they are unmoved? Just once again, brilliant fielding effort.
Yeah, this angle will tell us the better story. It was a lovely piece of fielding, no wasting time, throwing straight to the keeper. And oh, I think he's got him. I think he's shot. Maybe he's just made it. Not too sure. He's just made it, maybe. Yeah.
It's a good over this for the Darsait Titans, to losing a couple of wickets in the last over. They're making some swift recovery. And talking about the swift recovery, this has gone over the long on fence for a massive 6.
Well, that's third and for the tournament and third of the over as well. Big over. Huge runs. 22 off this over. The spinners has been taken for some runs. Look at that. Nothing for the fielder, absolutely. 6 runs to end the over. 22 coming off this. It's 38 for 3.
Graham trips to the airport? We got your back. Day night rides or taxi rides.
We're into the 5th over of this contest. That's a good delivery. Good start up. Seems like the rhythm which they have been lacking, the Darsait Titans have gained that rhythm back despite of losing early wickets. Seems like they're on the way to a big total.
Well, Noman, this is what its 10 overs format is all about. The momentums do shift so quick. Up in the air, this one, and we'll give 2. At least no, they're not running for the second.
Talking about Jasim, he's not an express fast bowler, but he remains consistent with his line and length. He's bowling according to the field. He has deep extra cover back at the fence, long off at the fence. So the idea is to operate, be consistent wicket to wicket. Have a look at that. Time driven straight down the ground, and that has been given no ball by the umpire. But have a look at the sloppy fielding effort with a chance for the fielder at long off to stop the ball. But once again, he's let that go. So the fielding problem, it continues for the fielding side.
Yeah, well, you need a backup. You need fielders to help you out. A no ball to be followed with a free hit, but that was simple, only a run. Oh. Conceded 4 runs at the wrong time, just spoiling the figures of Jasim, who bowled brilliantly. Took 2 wickets in his first over and has been very economical on that first over as well. So he's the one who created that opportunity for those wickets.
Free hit, slow ball. He's made a good connection to that, but could find the fielder at long on, and he has dropped the catch once again. So that is some sloppy fielding. Both of the batters will ample across for 2 runs. Seems like it was a free hit, but he took it way too easily.
Hamal again, he must be thinking about the 22 runs that he conceded earlier. And he find the ball coming his way. That was a good slower one. Back of the hand, slower one. At least bothered about the catch. A wide ball here. A little wavered on his line.
So that's adding insult to injury for Jasim Spell. First it was misfield, no ball, followed by misfield, followed by a drop catch, and then a wide.
Just I think this is what they had the plan in, to get at least around 55 to 50 runs in first 5.
Outside edge, no chance for the keeper. The ball will race across the third man fence for a boundary.
This is something the fast bowlers does not like. They don't love getting hit boundaries from the edge of the bat.
Have a look at that, outside the line of off stump, trying to heave that, playing that across the line towards mid wicket, could only find a thick outside edge. Remember, the third man fielder was inside the circle. A boundary nevertheless. They're going to take it no matter how they come.
Well, at least 50 runs there. 50 for Darsait Titans. Good change of pace there. He's deceiving the batters with a change of pace. Excellent bowling from Jasim. He's been a little unlucky with that boundary there earlier.
Good comeback from the Darsait Titans, courtesy Mujib and Abbas Khan. The last 2 overs, they have been very effective.
That's another good delivery. No, that's the over. So halfway through, it's 53 for 3. Well, it's time for the change in the voices. The next 2 voices will be Neil Oja alongside Shoaib Ahmed.
Thank you so much, Abid. A fantastic start there for the tournament. The fan code Oman D10. First game. And Darsait Titans, despite losing 3 quick wickets, have come back really strong. Abbas Khan 27. Mujib just got in with 8. As Wasim comes into bowl. Cut away. Difficult to see someone with the name Wasim coming and bowling spin. Shoaib, welcome.
Thank you, Neil. Yes, definitely looking forward to some great talent on display here at Fan Code Oman D10. And Wasim, like you mentioned, right arm of spinners. This one has been smacked, it has been smoked, and it's gone the distance.
Well, maximum there. The shorter format has never been kind to the finger spinner, and this is a classic example of that. He tried to angle the ball away, but then beautifully middled, and the ball went many a miles outside the boundary line for a max.
Yes, pressure straight away now on Wasim, who's coming around the wicket. Catches the call, it's gone in the air, will land between the 2 fielders. And I think they've also had a collision out there in the middle.
Well, yes, both of them are running towards the ball in opposite direction. Looks like he's injured. This is not a good sign. Very first game, and he's busted his lip. That's what it looks like. I just hope that the injury is not too serious.
Well, that must have hurt. It was in the air. It was in the gap. Never a catch. both the fielders were always going to try and stop the ball. But here you go.
I wonder how did he injure himself? This didn't look like a evident collision. Maybe something brushed by him while the other fielder was crossing him. Freaky injuries. But then this is what the sport is all about, right? You have an injury, you try and come back really strong. But a good effort nonetheless. Darsait Titan 62 for 3. It was Wasim was trying to angle the ball away, coming in round the wicket. When you do that, you try and create that angle which is slightly difficult for the batter to go across the line and hit you over mid-wicket. But the way Mujib hit that big shot, he looked very much in control.
Goes for a big hit again. Catch it is the call. Will land safely. They're looking for 2 and will get them comfortably in the end. So living dangerously, Mujib Jalgaonkar, but that is the need of the hour. That is the format that we are witnessing here. It's D10, not a lot of time on your hands. So you just have to go for every delivery.
2 more deliveries. This time again a similar shot. This time, will it be taken? Yes, it is. 1 shot too many for Jalgaonkar, and he has paid the price. Loses his wicket, but he's done his job. Striking at 200, I think he's done well for his side.
Yes, Ken, just going for every ball on that occasion, trying to play it towards the long on fielder. Never got the connection right, and a good catch in the end by the fielder there. So, wicket number 4 down, and Azaiba just trying to get back into the game. 64 for 4. Karan Kannan is the new batter, number 6 for Darsait Titans.
Well, yes, Zishan did mention a lot of youngsters have been recruited in the side. And it makes sense when you look at the long term for any side. You need to start developing the youngsters, start working around them and make them a part of your unit. And they will deliver, if not right in the season, but in some time to come. .64 for 4. Last ball. Oh, sloppy. Absolutely poor. Shouldn't have done that. As a spinner, you're expected to stop that. Single to end the over. 65 for 4 after 6.
So Abbas now, number 22, will have to give company to Karan. And not a lot of time left. We're talking about the D10, the fan code Oman D10. Game number 1. Azaiba have managed to pull things in their favor as in comes their skipper, Sagir, into the attack at the toss. He said he wanted to bowl first, Neil, and I think he's done pretty well in the first innings so far.
Oh yeah, picking up those quick 3 wickets. Azaiba has done extremely well. The bowlers
And that's what even I thought on this wicket. And I was surprised when Zishan actually said that he wanted to bat. I wanted to reconfirm if I heard it right or did he say it right. But then he said, no, we've got a team that looks good and we would want to bat first, put up a good score. But then how do you decide what is a good score in a T10 game? It's a 10-over, go all guns blazing kind of format.
Yes, you're right. The field's well spread out. A long on mid-wicket. The orthodox field setting for Sagir, starts off with a very good delivery. Absolutely brilliant start to the over. Just the right length and just a hint of swing in the air as well.
Well, that's right. Movement. And this deck is definitely helping the bowlers. There is some live grass that helps in a little bit of movement of the deck. Short and slightly wide, but there's a fielder who'll stop that. Not much damage on that poorish delivery.
After that first delivery, we expected something similar to that ball because that was a really good delivery. But on that occasion, just bowling wide and allowing them to take that single. Abbas on strike now.
A swing and a miss. His head was definitely not in the position whatsoever. The head moved with the upper torso and went with the bat. I don't know if he was even keeping an eye on the ball on that shot.
Oh yes, 3 good deliveries. 3 deliveries, 1 run. Short ball, nicely pulled. That will go the distance into the stands. So a good looking shot in the end from Abbas and 6 important runs for the side.
Oh, you're right. That beautiful sixer was again back of the length delivery, but this time didn't really have that kind of pace. Or maybe Abbas has that fraction of a second extra to gauge that length and play along.
Immediately there's a team meeting while the ball will be brought out from the stands. What do you do now? When do you start thinking of overs as death overs, Neil, in a D10 format?
Well, every over is a death over. But then, it's a very intriguing format. And I can tell you that because you're not putting a prize on your wicket as a batter, but every dot ball is valued in gold. So it's a complete different perspective that you put in this game of cricket. A dot ball may not be as troublesome in arguably the longer formats. Oh, he's gone big this time. Up in the air. A couple of fielders, including the wicketkeeper and bowler, coming underneath. And there is a catch. But I tell you, it's a lucky catch.
Well, everything happening on that occasion. First up, a good delivery from Sagir. Played it high in the air. It was a skyer. Took a long time to come down the ball. And 3 fielders converging on that ball. We'll see that in the replay now. And then looking at each other, all the 3. Finally, he decides to go for the catch. Tries to take it. Pops out. And then good match awareness, good game awareness from Sagir. A tag team catch.
Well, that's right. Good on the captain to get the wicket. Abbas Khan. He's done.
ग्राफिक रॉन्ग था भाई, ग्राफिक रॉन्ग था तैमूर भाई.
Half of the side is in the tent. 72 for 5 in 6.5 overs. Ubaidullah, Karan Kannan. It's almost like a new pair that has come into bat now.
Yes, and that is what the challenge is, I think, in a D10 format. You'll keep getting new players and new partners. You'll have to realign yourself. And that is the beauty of this shortest format. On the pads, a stifled appeal, but they'll get a single, and I think it will be signaled as leg byes, yes.
Well, yeah, a successful Sagir over comes to an end. 73 for 5 after 7.
So at the beautiful Oman Cricket Academy, Al Amirat Cricket Ground, it's always a pleasure to be here, and absolutely wonderful to be able to call the game. Some really great people, excellent hospitality. You must visit Oman if you haven't. Meanwhile, it's Imran who's been reintroduced into the attack. 10 in his first, but also got that wicket of Ghazanfar, who's actually tailor-made for this format, Neil.
Oh yeah, some players are actually cut out for this format. I, for one, cannot wrap my head around playing a format like this, where the expectations on you is that you come in and start hitting. Oh, I'd probably need at least a day and a half to settle in.
Yes, good old days cricket. Starts off with a Yorker, good Yorker. But I think there's some bat onto it.
Oh, definitely some bat, and but I definitely have to say that that was a fantastic start by Imran. Accurate Yorker. If there was no bat, I tell you, he would have been running at the same speed, but back to the dugout.
That was a good inch-perfect Yorker. Just where you would want your Yorkers to be executed. Just the right length, almost on the shoe. What does he bowl next?
Not the right connection, but the result will be good enough. Karan wouldn't mind that. A boundary to his name, and the boundary for Darsait Titans. When someone is bowling that quick, all you need to do is probably just get some part of the willow to it.
And I think he just rolled his fingers over the ball at the last moment. That's why you could see the ball turning a bit. The plan was right, but not the execution from Imran. And 4 important runs for Karan Kannan. I like his name. It's got a different sound to it. Karan Kannan.
That's right. Sounds rhythmic, sounds poetic, with a rhyming scheme. A low full toss over the fielder's head, and that should be a boundary yet again. Back-to-back boundaries there.
That's a good shot from Karan Kannan, realizing the fielders were inside the 30-yard circle. So this is manufacturing a shot which is needed in this format. Look at that, clearing his front foot and just playing it over the point fielder. Low risk, high reward.
Well, yeah, all he had to do was clear that fielder, and he did that very comfortably. Meanwhile, Imran, I'm sure he's been inspired by Shoaib Akhtar a lot, not just his hairstyle, but his run-up, his bowling action, and many a times his accuracy with the ball. Not this time, though. Karan has been dominant against Imran, has been getting runs comfortably. .84 for 5. Maybe one of our camera guys needs some more coffee.
Yes, we all need some coffee. our... I hope somebody's listening.
Oh, look at that delivery. He literally bounces on his own foot. Is a wide for sure. Fast bowlers don't like to be hit. And when you hit them, they would want to reply with a bouncer.
Yes, and Neil, why would you do something that is not needed at the moment? You bowled such a brilliant Yorker first up. Why wouldn't you not repeat that delivery? Why wouldn't you not try and bowl those Yorkers? Because I feel Yorkers are is that one aspect of bowling that has prevailed all formats.
Oh, you're right. He's trying to, but he's been missing his lengths. Again, a boundary there. You miss a length and a Yorker becomes a potential freebie. 89 for 5 with that boundary in 7.5. Beg your pardon. I have to just check. There's no, he's just got one more delivery to go. He bowled a wide delivery. So he'll have to bowl one more. It's an expensive over, Imran. He's not going to like it, I tell you.
16 already in this over. Some because he was unlucky, but most of them is just because he's not been able to execute his plans. Here we go, last ball of this 8th over.
There's a shout of catch it, and that one extra delivery has gone in the favor of the Azaiba boys. Imran picks a wicket on the last ball of his spell, and that should be a happy ending for his spell.
It's a wicket at just the right time for Azaiba. Kannan trying to clear the fielder at mid-off, but hitting it straight at him, and the easiest of catches has allowed Azaiba to get one more wicket. So the captain, Sagir, brings himself on for the penultimate over.
Very handy bowler. But then has been taken for runs on the very first delivery. This is an absolutely punishing format. You err in line, you'll be punished. You err in length, you'll be punished. Sometimes you bowl a beautiful delivery, you'll still be hit.
Well, that was not a bad ball, but just a good pick-up shot from the batter. Flicked it towards the mid-wicket.
What does he do? Oh, sloppy. Really, really poor, and you've done that to your captain. He's not going to be too happy with that.
This fielding is so important, regardless of the format. But I would say, especially in a shorter format, because you can't, you don't have time to come back into the game. If you've let go a boundary, it's going to be very, very punishing. So you need to be on your mark all the time.
Bolton! Top of the middle, and he's gone. Wanted to go swinging, but has to take that long walk back. The skipper strikes.
Yes, you miss, I hit kind of a strategy always works. So Sagir aiming for the stumps, and he's got another wicket.
Wickets are falling consistently, but at the same time, runs are coming in too. Now that's one more wicket going down for the Titans. that's a very popular jersey number. Jersey number 18. It's been made extremely popular by a certain player called Virat Kohli. I don't know, he's very is he very popular? Virat Kohli.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
not as much.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know, the other day I was reading a report of the BCCI players. Meanwhile, that's the wicket right on top of the stumps. Beautiful delivery. Sagir Ahmed, I'll come to that little report that I read after this delivery. Tried to bowl wide-ish, and will just be a couple of runs. Good amount of fitness is required to run these two after trying to hit that big shot that puts you on the back foot. So there are 24 contracted players in BCCI in the three categories A, B and C. In the last season, 23 of them have visited the NCA, the National Cricket Academy, for treatments or rehab. The only player... Oh, look at that! He's got the wickets rolling. Sagir Ahmed, he loves the sound of timber, and we love it too when he does that.
Well, that's again a good delivery from Sagir on the stumps. Just the right length as well on the top of off. That is some really, really impressive bowling from Sagir, the skipper of Azaiba 11. Another wicket falls, and Darsait Titans, well, looking in a spot of bother. Haven't been able to launch in the penultimate over of the innings.
No, that's why they call the penultimate over the most important over. Jersey number 19 gone. Looks like there's another youngster who will come in to replace him. New pair of batters. Now jersey number 18 goes, and he's been taken back wickets in the penultimate over, and it's so much drama. Darsait Titans were looking in control, and now all of a sudden they're just spiraling.
Losing the plot here. Darsait, don't think they've got some finishers in those ranks. Again, a poor shot and an easy catch at short third. So another wicket for the skipper, Sagir from Azaiba. And another wicket falls for the Darsait Titans.
A swing and a miss there. They'll definitely go for everything. Khalid, he's on strike. And at this juncture, the batters would try to see if I can get any connection whatsoever. The bowlers are bowling quick. Mansoor, he's bowling the last over. And by the means of which they don't really have too many deliveries to go to try and create that impact. The Titans. Shots delivery, tried to pull it from outside off. It's gone aerial and taken. They're losing wickets as if they're going to miss dinner.
Back to back wickets for Darsait Titans. They're just losing batters like you rightly mentioned, Neil. And Azaiba 11, well, they will definitely fancy their chances, chasing a total which is less than 100. Another wicket falls just in the last over. Good catch in the deep as well. Playing like a team, Azaiba 11, 97. And that's the end of the innings as well.
I wonder what was the call there. Because the batter did come in and then they sprinted out. Probably need some clarification on that. But one thing for sure, it was an entertaining first half of the first game. Let's have a look at the highlights package. It was the Titans that won the toss, elected to bat first. Got some freebies. But then Imran was right on money with that wicket. And there you go. Beautiful diving catch by the wicket keeper. 97 all out. But those 97 had some really good blows, mighty blows included. Not this one though. A catch, simple catch taken. Everywhere around the ground, the ball went flying. Now this one was a good catch. A simpler one to get rid of Karan Kannan. Back-to-back wickets for the skipper. Bowled them back-to-back. And then a simple catch at third to ensure that the Titans couldn't get too many. And that was the end of their innings. So not too many runs on board, considering the fact that they were going splendid in the middle after losing top 3 wickets. But at the same time, considering that, I still feel that they have something which could be called competitive in this format. Shoaib.
Well, anything is possible. That's what we've learned from the game of cricket. We'll have to see how the second innings pans out. But before that, we'll just dive into a short break and be back with live action. So we are back for the second innings of game number 1. Fan code Oman D10, Darsait Titans versus Azaiba 11. And as you know, if you've missed the first innings, let me quickly summarize. First innings, Darsait Titans winning the toss, deciding to bat first, posted 97 runs. And now it is on Azaiba 11 to chase that total down. The two umpires walking out in the center. And they will be followed by the two teams as well. Joining me as my team partner, also the birthday boy, is Abid Ibrahim. Abid, welcome, happy birthday, and I hope you have a blast in the coming year.
Thank you very much, Shoaib. It's a perfect birthday present to be here around watching the 10 overs game, full of cracks and fireworks with the sixes and the fours and the wickets. Perfect battle here between Darsait Titans and Azaiba 11. So this is fantastic, and we have seen the start as the bowlers had their advantages. They restricted and have first game. We've seen all 10 wickets going down. Was a bit surprising for me. In shorter format, you usually don't see that side where you get all players out.
Yes, just couldn't finish off well. Darsait Titans, they lost a few wickets early in the innings and lost a lot of wickets at the death overs in the first innings. So yes, now the first innings is part of history. 97 is what they've managed to score, and Azaiba will have to start off positively if they want to get to that total. The 2 overs of power play will be very crucial.
Yeah, I think as the team Azaiba 11 had their start, they picked up 2 wickets, and then the third one followed quickly. There was a slight partnership between the two batters, Abbas and Mujib. They settled down, and they courtesy that partnership, we have seen this score getting beyond 90s. It's 97 what they gathered all together. So 98 would be the winning total here for Darsait, and the two batters out there will be definitely looking for that power play. It's very important to have a good power play, at least 30 to 35 runs inside power play. Does not lose any more, does not lose wicket there. The openers, it is very important.
Yes, they need a good start. Here we go. We might just want them to accelerate in the first 2 overs, get those 25-30 runs if possible. But this definitely looks to be Azaiba's game, Abid. I think they have a strong chance of winning the game if they can start on a positive note.
Well, I think that first game always counts, and counts really well, because they have to win the game. The first game is always important, that you get the momentum. The moment you have the momentum of the first win, it comes only by the first win. So the moment you have the momentum with you, you carry through in the tournament. You end up in a very high note. I think, Shoaib, it's a perfect day for the team Darsait Titans to take the charge here and win the first game, the opening game. There you go, first ball.
Of the pads, and they'll take that quick run. Good running between the wickets. It was straight to the fielder at fine leg, but they still managed to get that single. Leg by signaled. First runs on the board for Azaiba 11.
Well, as long as you get runs on board, that what counts, especially in this format. You need a help from every corner, though it's be extras, leg buys, that all counts here.
Big swing over the cover sweeper fielder. Won't go all the way. They'll get 2 more runs.
Yeah, that was from the toe end of the bat. Didn't time it well. That was in the air. There was no fielder outside. So all this is happening here at Oman, Muscat. Alamibrat, Oman Cricket Academy. It's a fantastic ground, Shoaib, and the weather is supporting as well.
Yes, like I said, the weather is going to get a lot better with every passing day. Down the leg side, especially the evenings are nice and breezy and pretty cool.
And also, I think the breeze, the wind has a role to play in the game as well. As a batsman, you need to understand which end to attack. That's also a strategy which comes into the game as well.
Wanted to cut that just outside off. Better delivery from Ubaid.
He's fantastic when he's bowling outside off, but when he's bowling down the leg sides, wherever delivery is going down the leg side I mean, he's not consistent with his line and length. You need to pick up one line and vary the pace, vary the bounce, pitch it up or pull the length back. So Ubaid need to do a little magical here. That's a beautiful ball now.
And good running between the wickets. Just a nudge towards the backward point fielder. They'll get a single. So good over so far from Ubaid for Darsait Titans.
Well, the power play, I say 10 runs and over is a good deal when you don't lose a wicket. So this is at least what should be in the back of the captain's mind.
On the pads, again looking to flick the ball, not getting it from the meat of the bat. We'll have to wait for the umpire signal. Leg bye signaled by the umpire.
Well, that was hit me delivery, but he's got away. He's got away with it. That was a low full toss. The batter would have collected that, and still the ball is also swinging. So this time Ubaid swung it little in. So batter could not recognize or understand. It's a full toss coming, nice, juicy delivery. Just quickly went to it.
Using his feet, wanted to go for a big shot. Again, flicks the pads. Good effort in the field. 2 more runs in the form of leg byes.
Yeah, a lot of leg byes there. Right in the end. The first over. So 8 runs for none at the end of first over.
Eight runs in the very first over.
Out of this 8 runs, only 3 runs coming from the bat of Yasir. Those remaining was leg byes. But nevertheless, it has been a good over from the bowler. Ubaid, who's bowled just given 8 runs. That's what you need to do. Anything giving below than 10 runs. This one was a swinging delivery. Swung a little too much. Umpire calls it wide.
Yes, he's got some movement in the air. We'll have to make sure he gets the line right. Get it closer to the batter.
Yeah, swinging. Had a bat meat tone to it. Oh, the ball just dipped after hitting the surface. Did not bounce and went through the fence.
as the outfield does look to be on the heavier side. Lush green outfield. Not the most convincing of shots as well. The ball was moving away from the right-handed batter, but he still tried to play it towards the mid-on.
Well, I think he didn't time it well. He wanted to go for the big shot on the onside and had a good timing onto it.
Swing in the air. That's good to see. But no slip in place, Abid.
Well, I think there is, in fact, two thinking caps on, but having a slip at this juncture would be a good idea. But I think looking at the format where you have just 100 runs to defend, you wouldn't be thinking to have a slip in 10 overs game. You would rather go preventing the boundaries. You would need man outside. Oh, what a fielding. What a piece of fielding that is.
Well, that was hit hard, and the ball was dying on that fielder at point, diving to his left.
Well, just carried. Would be too harsh to call it a drop there. Karan had given a beautiful effort and certainly saved a boundary there, but could have been taken, less than half chance, but should have. These are the moments where you do something extraordinary out of moon and your team is absolutely on the top.
Short ball again, some movement, but way outside off. I don't think that's the right line to be bowling. Allowing the batter to free his arms, not much protection in the deep. Most of the fielders are inside the circle.
Well, again, then Shoaib, it's also that these players know each other pretty well. The whole year they play together. They know about the strength and the weaknesses of each other. So looking at the batter who is not ready for something short coming his way, so it could be a very good ploy to deceive. Big swing. Missed it completely. Didn't get anything on it. Good to see. There's some movement of the deck.
Well, that was a swing and a miss again, but that's a better line from the bowler.
Is using it, that swing and the pace, that extra bounce at the moment, because back-to-back dot balls is putting pressure to Yasir there.
Again, swing that's gone high up in the air. Fielder coming underneath it. Should be taken, will be taken. That's the first wicket down. Azaiba have lost Yasir Dur, and it is celebration time for Darsait. Mohammad Ishtiyaq gets that first wicket.
Well, that plan did work there for Ishtiyaq. He's been bowling and swinging it away. He knew what the batter will go on the onside. Tries hard for it. Didn't connect it well. That went up in the air. In the end, it was a simple catch. So first wicket down for Azaiba 11 there. Walking out is Yasir Dur. 12 for 1. Well, the new man coming in is Sufyan Yusuf, the wicket keeper. And the new man coming in the combox is Super Neil Oja. Welcome, Neil.
Thank you so much, Abid. It's an interesting day to start the season here. The fan code Oman D10. Day 1 on the 15th of October.
Very special date.
It's an extremely special day. It's the birthday of a superlative champion. Someone who lives for this game, who loves the game. Someone who is the captain of Pakistan, Babar Azam.
Oh, you missed it, Neil. Fuller, nice, sweet delivery there. Oh, Darsait would have maybe got a chance there. But Neil, you missed it by margins, narrowly.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it was Babar's birthday today, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is. It is
Right,
the
right, yeah. No,
birthday of superstar, the captain of Pakistan, Babar Azam. Well, there is another one as well. You're just getting there, Neil. Maybe look around. You might find someone.
Well, definitely, you're right. 13 for 1 in 2.1.
Well, that was maybe going down the leg side, yeah. Umpire doesn't not look entrusted. Khalid Ahmed has done a good job so far. So, the plan is working well now.
Indeed, indeed, the plan is working. You said that I missed out by a margin. Yes, you're right, Abid.
Yeah,
You're 100% right. I missed out by a margin.
Yeah. Now you're talking, Neil.
Yeah, I'll talk about it after this delivery. Scooped. Beautifully done, but we'll get just a single. So, missing it by a margin. Obviously, yes, celebrating Babar Azam's birthday. But yeah, I feel terrible about missing this one. Abid, I'm feeling extremely sorry. Feeling extremely bad.
It's all right.
Yeah, that I missed out Shan Masood's birthday. It was yesterday.
Oh. You missed it out again, Neil. You need to work a little bit more on birthday wishes. You're not good with the dates, maybe. Scooped it this time. Gets it over the fielder. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, and touches the rope.
Well, yes, innovation at its best. Went down, announced it that he's going to play that shot. Sufyan, and got the result.
Well, I don't know, but initially when I used to see these kind of shots, I never used to be a fan of them. But nowadays, as we are progressing ahead, we see a lot of shots coming from those paddle and scoop, and now it turning out to be looking fantastic. One great option a batsman has to get a boundary, 4 runs, nevertheless. And that shot can take you out of the pressure as well at the same time. Perfect shot to get 4 runs in of the mark, Sufyan Yusuf.
Now bowls a wide delivery. Tried to keep the ball away from the arc of Sufyan Yusuf, because he'd moved across the line very early. Smart move, but then a little too wide. Khalid Ahmed.
Yeah, he's been under pressure all of a sudden. Just one hit, 1 boundary, and you're under pressure because you really don't have much to defend. A good change of pace. Little Ronaldo there. Missed the stumps. They'll get a run there more often. Sufyan getting to the other end alongside Mohammad Akil, who's come an opener, scored 5 runs of 7 deliveries. Well, it's not enough. In this format, you need to play about 130, 140 strike rate. I would say if you play over 150, 160, you're absolutely on track. But then, if you're playing below the 100 strike rate, that's not where you need to be. You need to be a little ahead.
Oh, you're right. The strike rate that you mentioned over here, very valid point. Ball 10. This time he foxed him completely. It was a back of the length delivery. but that ball just held a wee bit and didn't really go at the height that the batter was expecting. Swiveled, and then the ball gets the bottom edge into the stumps, and that is the end of jersey number 18.
Mohammad Akil trying to hit the ball hard, just late onto it, or maybe too early onto it, getting the toe end of the bat, and the ball ends up crushing the stumps. Walking out, Mohammad Akil scored 5 of 8 deliveries. 2-1 for 2. Well, walking in is a right-hander, Wasim Akhtar. Played 5 games with the average of 22, but the strike rate, that's what we were talking about. Around 170. You need to play at that strike rate.
You're right. Shorter format, extremely important, the strike rate. Sufyan Yusuf, Wasim Akhtar. The batters there in the center. Tossed up delivery, this time played straight down the line and will get a maximum. What a welcome to this young spinner. The umpire signaling a max. The 6th 6 of the tournament.
Sufyan Yusuf, so the ball is slightly full. Was ready for it. Excellent pickup shot. No chance for the fielder. Yes, that is a maximum. This is what you need from a wicket keeper coming at number 3.
Well, that's right. This format doesn't really give you that kind of time to settle in. But then, you shouldn't be missing out on opportunities. Now, this was an opportunity. Slightly short, slightly wide. Couldn't really get on top of it.
Well, I tell you, the bowler got away with it. That was a hit-me delivery that could have gone for a maximum or a 4. Yeah, he's getting now onto that ripping extra bounce, which is troubling Sufyan. Maybe not the right ideal position where you need to hit the deck. But yes, maybe this bowler knows about Sufyan a little bit. He's working onto it. Not bowling full. He knows what the result would be if he bowls full.
You're right. He's ensuring that keeping the ball away from his arc. Now this time, a tossed up delivery, but on the wide line. Very, very impressive, this young lad, after being hit for a 6. I love the fact that he's so brave. Tossing up a delivery after being hit for a 6. You need to have a heart of stone to do that.
Well, you need 2 good deliveries to get back that stone heart. And now the 3rd dot ball. No, I think 4th. Wow. Which means after getting hit for a maximum, they have no supply of the runs at all.
You're right. He's done extremely well to put brakes on the run machine that started off on the very first delivery. Now, can he finish off well? You know, it's always incredible to see 4 or 5 good deliveries and the last one goes for a maximum. Spoils the over. Tried to do that, but then lucky there. No connection. Dot ball to end the over. 27 for 2 after 4.
37 4 overs, slightly behind the target.
Punching it down straight down the line. Will get a single.
Khalid Ahmed bowling his second and final over. Change of pace is working, Neil. A misfield, and you don't expect that from the man who just did a misfield there.
Well, yeah, the man in question, Zishan Maqsood, he doesn't believe what he's done. But then from the last time I saw him, he's put on weight. He needs to probably get back to the fitter side of life. But Zishan Maqsood, I can tell you that he's a fantastic fielder.
Oh yeah,
I'll show you a video of a catch that he's taken.
Good delivery. Well, the video you're talking about is maybe across the world now. Everybody knows what this man have done. For the national side, that was a good delivery. That catch I have watched over and over, Neil. And still, that's unbelievable catch. He's been a lot famous because of that catch. The world knows him for that beautiful take, diving to the right or the left maybe.
A swing and a miss. I love the way the Titans are bowling right now. They're putting pressure, dot balls. And every single dot ball is mounting tremendous amount of pressure for the batters coming in for the Azaiba 11.
Well, I think it's the batters who is taking the pressure. The bowlers are doing their job and they're doing a good job, but then batters are lacking there to get some runs. Yeah, a change of pace is maybe what is troubling them.
Well, yeah, extremely important for a bowler to do that, right? Not just keep bowling the same line, same length, same pace. They vary the line and length, so why not the pace? And it's a tricky skill to have. Many a times you feel like, oh, I've got it under my wing. Just like my ability to guess which superstar's birthday is today.
Maybe he's around next to you, Neil. That's the final option I had to tell you. So meanwhile, we'll get back to that. It's 32 for 2, halfway through.
Out! Out! Out!
Oh, look at that. Was the ball not dead? Well, at least we thought it was, but Zishan Maqsood and his boys think that, well, the ball wasn't played. The batters were trying to take another cheeky single, and they got him out.
Well, we need to maybe hold on. We called it too early. Zishan was not in hurry there at all. He knew it. There is an opportunity which he was taken. Which is taking out the batter.
Well, yeah, let's have a look at this. Very casual throw. And there was a direct hit onto the stumps, because of which that got an opportunity to run away. And then smart work by the wicket keeper, pulling the stumps out. When the bails are off the grooves, to cause a run out, you need to get the stump out of its bearings with the ball connected to the stump. Good thinking by the wicket keeper, and I think this is a wicket keeper's wicket. Azaiba, one more wicket down. All right, so the spinner is back into attack. Bowled a very tight previous over. Gave just 6 in that over. First ball 6 and then 5 dot balls. He started with a single in this second over of his. And to join me in the stint is Norman. Welcome, Norman.
Thank you, Neil. The progress of Azaiba 11. They're not going quite smoothly at the moment. They have to change a mammoth total. Can't say mammoth when it comes to the T10 format. That's gone up in the air. Fielder from short, third man. He runs across. He takes a catch. And he's onto the floor now.
Well, yes, one thing he's done is by taking that catch, he definitely went down on floor, but he's flooring the Azaiba 11. Back-to-back wickets. This is where the problem comes in. And mind you, these catches, these top edges are never too easy to take. The ball swirls. You need to be extremely careful when you're taking the catch. Sagir Ahmed, the skipper, is gone. He wanted to go big on the very first delivery. Not to be so. Sagir Ahmed gone on a duck on the very first ball. .34 for 4 in 5.2. New batter in all sorts of trouble, Azaiba. As Vakar Rao comes in, 32 years of age, a strike rate of just under 160. A best of 36 is not bad if you're coming at number 6. Your job is to come, finish and get home. How good has been this youngster who's picked up a wicket and given just 7 runs in the 8 deliveries that he's bowled.
Yes, exactly. It's a mammoth task ahead for Azaiba 11. But they're never out of the game. And that's the beauty of this format. The T10 cricket. One good over, a couple of good overs with 18 to 20 runs and you're back in the game again. Once again, play that across the line. That's a brilliant connection. The ball has gone across the long on fence for a massive 6.
Oh, well, yes. The sound of the bat, we could hear it sitting here in the comm box. It's a mighty knock. And the ball, as soon as it hit the bat, we knew that it's going the distance. Fantastic 6. And this time, even better. He's gone aerial into the stands. Back-to-back 6s.
Well, the length has been changed by the bowler, but not the result for Wasim Akhtar. He's turning it on for Azaiba 11 here at the Amarat Cricket Stadium. Have a look at that. This time, the shot of a length on the back foot and played it over the fence for a massive 6. So 2 6s. You were mentioning that this is the beauty of this format. A couple of good overs and you are back in the game. 51 needed of 25 balls.
You're right. Couple of good overs also means 20% of the game. And 20% of the game, if you are dominating, I think you definitely have got your nose ahead in the race. He's gone for a hat-trick of 6s. What has he eaten for lunch? Get a same thing and double it up because you want to see 6 6s. But 6 overs gone, 53 for 4 with that 6. We'll have a look at this one. Beautifully played, short length delivery. And the ball went exactly into the 5th row. Gazan for Iqbal. Don't be fooled by that age. 45. But this man, he's incredibly fit. He can put a 24-year-old to shame with his ability to play. He's been brought in, and if he's going to bowl 2 overs, that will be the 7th and the 9th. The question is, will he?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. There's no replacement for experience. And when the batters, they try to come hard on you, the approach you need to adopt. Have a look at that. Those are the 6s we're talking about. The first one, all 3 in the same region. That mid-wicket to long-on region, he's targeted that. And that's not good bowling at all. You're pitching it halfway, half trackers at the center of the wicket. The batters are definitely going to come at you.
That's right. Freebies. This one, yet again, a shorter delivery down the leg side. Poor delivery. And this one has been punished. And the fielder outside the boundary line, mind you, we'll watch the action replays. Abid Ibrahim, the birthday boy, celebrates his birthday with some of the best and the biggest names in the world of cricket. Babar Azam. He's taken a catch at the boundary. Wow. Get him a kit and send him inside the boundary line. Get him a contract right away.
Remember, that was a 4-6 on the trot for Wasim. Good running between the wickets from both of these batters. This is excellent cricket. Good presence of mind. Hitting a 6, taking a single on the next ball.
Well, yeah, that's the basic of cricket, isn't it? Let the bowler do all the hard work after you've taken that single, because now he has to start planning for the new one. Trying to steal a single, and they do it. This has been a good over so far. 9 runs already. And with those 9 runs, if there's a boundary that comes in the next 2 deliveries, I think it is going to be Azaiba that has the control of this game also completely.
Oh, that's a brilliant connection. He has got hold of that, and the ball has gone over the fence for a 6. You were mentioning about a boundary. You have got a 6 now.
Well, yes, Wasim Akhtar, he's turning the heat on. We just thought that the evening's getting a little cooler. No, not so soon. The heat has been turned on. The heat is blowing, and it's showing 6, 6, 6, 6. Brilliant show of showmanship. 35 of 9 deliveries, and all they need is 30 of 19 deliveries. If Akhtar sticks around for a while, I'm telling you, this game is getting over before time.
But guess what? A wicket here might make this a little bit of interesting for the Darsait Titans. Otherwise, the game's running away from their hands.
Back of the hand delivery, slow one. Will be a single, and that'll be the end of the over. 7 overs gone, 69 for 4. $69 for 4 of 7. Now, who will take the responsibility to stop this raging bull in the face of Azaiba? 11. We'll need one bowler, and that's going to be Zishan. Oh my God, The skipper himself, he's a left-arm tweaker. He's a very, very intelligent bowler. And if it's someone who can change the face of this game, it's this man. Darting this one quick and nice onto the pads. It's dot ball to start with.
Well, Darsait Titans, they conceded 5 sixes of the last 12 deliveries. So the captain thought, I have had enough. I'm going to come on and ball myself.
Wide delivery. Trying a little too much this time. The first one darting in. The second one trying to take it away. A little too away. Using his feet. Chance? Nope. Safe. Well, are they going for the second? Zishan's not happy. And rightly so. I mean, at this level of cricket, you should be stopping all of these.
The captain, Zishan Maqsood, taking the responsibility of stopping the runs flow. A wicket here would make it more interesting. It might just bring the Darsait Titans back in the game. Wasim Akhtar, 38 from 12 deliveries. The back foot. Oh, there's a chance for the fielder. You've got to wait and check if the ball carried or not. But both of these batters, they'll amble across for a single only. So good presence of mind this from Zishan Maqsood.
No, definitely he is one of those smart thinking players. Also leading the side. Not just here, but look at that effort. Probably a couple of inches short. Zishan Maqsood, the skipper of the Oman side as well. Very experienced, calm, composed. And he knows what he's looking for when he comes out to bowl. It's been a good over so far. But it would be even better if he's able to take a wicket or two. This time inside out. Uppishly played. Again safe. Oh, looks like the ball's losing its sheen. It's not having enough gas to reach the boundary. Doesn't even have enough gas to reach the fielder.
Well, the luck's favouring the Azaiba side right now. The only thing good Zishan can do is pick up a wicket, but he won't. That is a brilliant shot. Once again over the long on fence for a massive 6. Wasim continues to attack.
Wow. That was better than the other 4 sixes that we've seen of his. Went the distance, hit it with sheer timing. It wasn't ruthless power, but look at that. The bat swing, the bat comes and lands right on his shoulder blade. I think this is just superlatively best power hitting that we've seen in some recent times. Wasim Akhtar, 45 of 14. 18 require of 13. They've definitely gone the game in their grasp.
Goes down the ground once again. Chance for the fielder, but he won't get anywhere near that. Another 6 given by the umpire. This is a scintillating half century from Wasim Akhtar.
Oh, it is a day that he'll remember for a very, very long time. 51 of 15. A half century. 8 was gone. It's 86 for 4.
Yes, Jaldi. Sani, power play. Power play.
All right, so taxi. It gets you a ride with one click and in just few minutes. So go ahead, download the taxi app, and I've done that. In fact, did that on my very first visit to this beautiful city of Muscat. And I tell you, it's so simple. No complications whatsoever. It's pretty user-friendly as well. Put in where you are, put in where you want to go. Gives you a few options. You pick, choose, and it tells you in so much time your ride will be at your doorstep. And what else do you need in such busy times where you don't want to drive, or you're not bothered stepping out, standing out, trying to hail a taxi?
So, where are you taking all of us after the game today?
So, you were saying that I am going to take you out for the game after the games, Noman?
Yeah, exactly. Since we will be taking the O-Taxi after the game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely taking the O-Taxi back to the hotel room. By the time the game gets over, it'll be way past your bedtime. Noman, listen, 14-year-old boys, don't stay out late in the night.
Just for a reminder of everyone, 12 needed of last 12 deliveries. Got delivery this time. Trying to cut that through the cover fence. We're talking about the chase of Azaiba 11. Before we get to that, have a look at that. Good delivery, good rising delivery. They required 66 of 30 deliveries at the close of 5 hours mark. But that's some phenomenal recovery. Now they're back to 12 needed of 11 deliveries.
Let's have a quick look at the field setting there. Offside, most of them in the 30-yard circle. So to steal a single is going to be a challenge. The idea is to play in the gap, try and send the ball towards the boundary line. There's only a sweeper cover. In fact, he's standing at deep backward point. But apart from that, everyone inside that 30-yard circle. Now Wasim Akhtar comes in. Where do you set your field for him and where do you bowl to him? It's going to be nearly impossible to grab this raging bull by its horns and say, listen, enough now.
It's again outside the line of off stump. Got to wait for the umpire signal. Yeah, he's called it a wide. Talking about Wasim Akhtar's innings, he has scored a half century of 15 deliveries. But here you got to give credit to Rao Wakar as well. He did not do anything silly. He just stayed out, faced up 6 deliveries, scores 5 runs, and he knew that Wasim was attacking from the other end. So what he did was he just tap and run. So this is good cricket.
Oh, definitely. Very good cricket. 10 of 10 required. This is the inaugural game. And this time over the fielder. When you get past that fielder, you know that the ball is going to race away towards the fence. A 4. And Azaiba now just centimeters away from the first win of this season of fan code Emirates D10.
Well, the luck favors the brave. That was some sort of a French cut, giving Wasim Akhtar yet another boundary.
Just a 6 required. 1 hit away. Can Wasim Akhtar finish it off in style? There's no long on. There's no mid-wicket. And this one is a short delivery. The umpire will definitely call it a wide. Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
So, Neil, just a surprising fact for you is he has faced 16 deliveries and that was his first boundary. 7 sixes, 1 boundary. That's how you finish the game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Only if some of us were able to hit those mammoth boundaries, those huge 6s that Wasim has been hitting for fun. Oh, yeah. This time again a swing and a miss. 5 required of 9. 1 hit away. When batters get into this zone, in fact, it just adds up to the anxiety levels. Because if they were to lose from here, it will be such a shame.
So what different Ubaid and the Darsait Titans they can do? They need to produce something out of the box. Some a slow ball, a brilliant catch in the outfield, some good ground fielding. They need to do something if they want to win this.
All right, a swing and a miss. They're doing really, really well. 5 required of 7 now. Can they see through this over without losing a wicket? Can they take it deep? Can they take it to the last over?
first game of Fangod Oman D10 League Season 2. We'll be having 3 more games in the day. It seems like Neil is all talked up for next 3 games. All in readiness.
Oh, well, yes. This game definitely has given us enough and more excitement. Enough and more adrenaline rush to go through it. Now this time he's gone aerial. Does he have enough? A bounce. A couple of bounces, in fact, and the ball will race away towards the fence for a 4. And that will tie the scores up. 9 overs gone, 97 for 4.
So you can have a look at that straight down the ground. Both mid-off and mid-on were inside the circle. Has cleared the field with the ease. So Wasim Akhtar, his scintillating innings has just provided a platform for Azaiba 11 to win the first game. 1 needed of the last over.
$97 for 4. 1 run required. And it's going to be Rao Wakar on strike. It's just an irony that Wasim is not on strike to hit the winning run. But then nonetheless, I'm mighty impressed with the way Azaiba has come back. They were in some sort of trouble, lost wickets, and then Wasim Akhtar said, nope, we'll keep the loss for another day. Today we're winning. 1 last delivery. Can he make it there? Oh, it's a wide. He doesn't even need to connect. 1 run was needed, and that is it. Oh, looks like the umpire's got the calculation wrong. He wants them to get it legibly, is it? Because as per our calculations, the runs are done. The score was leveled in the previous over.
Just when we thought that a bowler bowling in with a bib on was more interesting, we thought just came to another conclusion. That's been played very nicely over the fielder and point. A boundary will finally conclude the game.
You're right. I mean, the batter thought, hey, listen, maybe the umpire's confused. I can't really be waiting for a single and a double. Let me just hit a 4. Finished off. Even if the umpire thinks we need 3 more runs to win, we've got it in the bag. Now we're just kidding right now. Azaiba 11 winning by 6 wickets. The first game of Fangod Oman D10. The game between Darsait Titans and Azaiba 11, where the Titans elected to bat first. 97 is what they scored. And the Azaiba boys scoring it down oh so comfortably. A fantastic knock coming in from Wasim, the man on your screen. He hit 6s for lunch, hit 6s for dinner, and hit 6s for a pack.